Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another quick post-fight review from last night. BKFC, the main event, Paige Vanzant versus Britain Hart. First off, I gotta say, shout out to both ladies. You know, they came in there, put on a solid performance. Once again, like I said, I'm starting to really become a big fan of BKFC. You know, you got fighters that really want to do what they want to do, and they put it all on the line. You had a lot of good results last night, good action-packed fights. All these ladies and men, they came to really make a big statement. And Britain Hart, shout out to Britain Hart. Like I said, even in my prediction video, I felt like, this was her game. You can look at her record and say, okay, she only has one win, but this is her game. This is what she does. She's a dog in there. She likes to fight. Then you got to look at a fighter like Paige Vanzant. She has the heart. She has the durability, but does she have the skill set and the experience to handle this type of atmosphere? And my answer to that was no. That's why I felt like Britain Hart, even though she only has one win, she's going to come in here and she's going to beat somebody like Paige Vanzant. Because once again, Paige Vanzant, yeah, she's taking punches from the MMA gloves. Yeah, she's faced, striking in the UFC is similar to bare knuckle boxing. It feels the same. The connection is the same. But did she really have success with her hands? Did she have success when people would hit her in the face? Not really. She did have success as far as, being able to show heart and stay in the fight. But she never really had wins with her hands. So I had to factor all that in, and I just said, okay, the much smarter fighter, the much more polished boxer, the much more experienced fighter is Britain Hart. She's going to win this fight, and that's what I kind of based it off of, and that's what happened. Britain Hart went in this fight. She was able to dog it on the inside. She was able to fight from the outside. She landed the better punches in this fight. It wasn't really until the fifth round that Paige came on strong and really tried to go in for that Hail Mary, and when she really started to let her hands go. So I think it was just kind of a learning experience for Paige. She got to get the feel of bare knuckle boxing. I think when she took a few of those shots, it was kind of like, man, this is what it feels like. But at the same time, you can't throw kicks. Your body's in a different position than it is in MMA. So all of that kind of felt like a handicap at first. I kind of feel like, because she had to commit to lateral movement. She had to commit to keeping her feet planted to the ground, which is something also new to her. And the clinch was much different. There was a few times in this fight where she tried to go into the tie clinch, but Britain Hart, it just fell into her advantage, where she would just hold with one hand and she was just stabbing that body. I mean, real quick, going back and looking at each round, it was a unanimous decision. But real quick, first round was kind of a feeling out round, but I feel like every time the fight went to the inside, it was Britain Hart. From the outside, it was Britain Hart. She was committing to more of the long shots. Paige was kind of jabbing short, she was kind of throwing her right hand short in the first round, but every time they went into the clinch, that's whenever Britain Hart would just let go. And you could see the difference. As soon as she got a hold of Paige and Paige didn't know what to do, she was just stabbing her to the body. She just started stabbing to the body. I mean, there was a couple of times where she broke out with the right uppercut. That was Paige. But other than that, I feel like the numbers was really favoring Britain Hart. Now, if you look at those CompuBox numbers that they had, they were way off. They were already trying to rob Britain Hart from the jump. That's how I feel. They had Paige landing more, and I was like, how's she landing more and Britain Hart is throwing more and connecting more? Even on the inside, they're not counting these body shots. Then when you went into the second and third round, Britain was just much more comfortable on the inside, working the inside and landing a good straight jab. Paige landed her left hook a few times and a good right hand, but they were more in singles, whereas Britain Hart, who was just cutting the octagon off, cutting the ring off, and she was just landing good 1-2s from the outside. And again, every time she went on the inside in that clinch, she had full control of the head and was just dogging her, stabbing to the body. Then going into that fourth round, I feel like these were some of the best right hands Britain Hart landed. She landed like a good uppercut from a distance, and then she snapped Paige's head back with another 1-2 and stepped out to the side nicely. So all around better footwork, much more fluid movement, and just committed to better punches was Britain Hart. But in that fifth round, I think Paige, she said, okay, I'm going to let go now. Something kind of woke up in her, and that's the heart that Paige has. That's what I'm saying. She has the heart, but it's the skill set that she needs to back it up. And she showed that heart. When she let her hands go, I'd say in that last minute of the fifth round, she had good success. She kind of hurt Britain Hart with a couple of good shots, good left hook, good right hand. And then there was a couple of times where I think she popped the head back of Britain Hart, and, Britain Hart fought back. Britain Hart fought back to make it a very competitive round. I think it was maybe 10 seconds left. I saw a good shot. I think it was a good left hand from Paige, and it looked like, I know in interview, Britain Hart said a tooth got knocked out, and I could see that's where the reaction came out. I think it was in that last round whenever Paige connected with either a right hand or left. I could see Britain kind of touching her tooth, and I think a tooth went flying out there. So yeah, man, all around was a good fight. Paige came back in that last round, so I had to give Paige that last round off of her activity and those strong punches that she landed. But either way, I think it could have been 5-0. It could have 5-0 for Britain Hart, or it could have been 4-1 for Britain Hart. You know, I just feel like she, you know, bagged the first four rounds easily. Much better work. Just, you know, all around better work in the clinch. Even in that 5th round, I could see Paige got a little frustrated. Like, she went into that clinch again, like tight clinch again, and like, while she's getting stabbed to the body with these right hands, I saw her want to try to throw a knee. Like, she tried to throw a knee in there. Like, I saw the leg come up off the ground. So I was like, yeah, man, I could see, like, the difference there where, you know, Paige is still trying to get used to it. So, yeah, man, overall it was a good fight. You know, good scrap. You know, Britain Hart went in there, did what she had to do. And like I said, you know, yeah, once again, Paige is from that MMA background, you know, similar type of, you know, punches and feeling of punches, you know, but it's just a different game, you know, still a different game. You got to be a disciplined striker to still be able to win. See, I feel like Beck Rollins, her background in boxing, it was much more effective in the UFC. That's why when she went over to bare knuckle boxing, she became much more of a polished boxer, you know, much more polished bare knuckle boxer. She was much more effective where Paige wasn't. You know, Paige still has to do a lot of work, I think, is just as far as committing to shots and, you know, head movement. Because Britain Hart was just landing at will at times, you know, good straight jabs, good overhand rights, a little bit of everything. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got, man. Like I said, my final thoughts, good fight. Definitely check out this BKFC card, you know, even the future cards. I think it's on Fight TV on the app. So stop asking me where can you watch the fight. It's on the app. I'm not going to post the stream. It's not the fight. So quit asking me these questions, man. Just shell out the money, stop being cheap, and watch the fight. Combo Breaker 99, solid fight. I'm out. Peace.